What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now today we're not working on the power wheels. Like I said, we won't be working on power wheels for probably about a week because I've got to get some parts and everything. But after I get the parts and stuff, we'll be able to finish it up. Hoping within the next week we'll be getting the Cummins lifted with all the tires and all that put on there for the Great American Truck Show that's happening in Danville, Virginia. That we will be going, but in time, yeah, whatever. We are going to be working on the first gen. Now, I put the drive shaft, like the universal joint drive shaft, tighten up a lot of the bolts. Still got to tighten up the U-bolts over here, and I got to cut them because they were way too long. My cousin hopefully my cousin comes over today. He's going to help me put the brake shoes and stuff on. I hate drum brakes, and he's pretty good at them, so I want to get him to do it. But we got all new hardware for the drum brakes. We put new cylinders and everything on it, so we got all new hardware for that. So when we do put them on, it'll be good. The only reason you see me putting the spacers on is because I need to put the wheels back on, but these lug nuts will not fit the wheels that I have for it. They're too big, so I had to get like smaller lug nuts. So I put the spacers and the wheels on, lowered it down to rod height. That way I could get the drive shaft and everything hooked up easier doing just like that. Got all that in. But my goal was to get the brakes and everything on and the rear wheels. I still have to run brake line all the way to the front and hook everything up back here. But I don't know if it has two cylinder, like two reservoirs or just one. But I'm pretty sure the brake line in the front is actually blue. So no matter what we do, we won't have brakes unless I fix that. Or we plug that brake line off or plug the front for just now. But hopefully we will get this thing sit down by itself and everything. And tomorrow I am going to be putting the fuel cell on for temporary. I think we're just going to hook it to a toggle switch and everything, since it does have an pump inside the fuel cell. That way we can start the truck and move it. And there goes my ratchet. Move it and everything like that. So we're going to be working on the first gen today. It's been a while. Every time I work on this truck, I get emotional because it was my dad's. That's why I always call it Pops. But yeah, hopefully we get all four wheels on. I'm ready to get it so I can at least drive it some. Alright, so we're back out in the garage. Got my cousin here. He's the brake shoe master, right? Okay. He's not really a camera guy. He more likes just to work on stuff, so hopefully we got everything we need. We always keep metal laying around the shop. Might as well use it. Oh yeah! Yeah, we got that new. These suckers right here, golly, I think they were like almost $100 a piece. Because you really don't change the actual drum out a lot, do you? But we got new ones. So it's all new. All new brakes, all new hardware, cylinders, brake line. All new from this end, the cheap end. The more expensive is when you go for the motor. And Katie told me she's going to give me some money to do a Hellcat swap in it, so we'll probably do that. Is that right?
No.
Okay. Probably not, but I think we might just put like a Hemi, a regular Hemi in it. A twin turbo!
You can get me the bigger engine and put my old engine in this.
It'd probably be easier just buying a Hellcat Durango.
True.
Yeah.
We could do that.
You give me the money. Alright, well, as soon as he gets this done, taking off a long time over there, Chris. As soon as he gets this done, we'll throw that on there, then I can throw the wheel and everything, and go to the other side. My goal is to basically have the wheels and everything on tonight. Come out in the morning, cut off the U-bolts, because they're like 5 foot too long. And then we can start getting the fuel seal. Because to be honest, I'm just going to get it running and everything and back it out here and spray it off and everything. I ain't even worried about putting brakes on it and shit. You only got to worry about brakes when you're stopping. We live on a mountain. What's the worst that can happen, you know? Alright, so I'm going to put this on here. It's like all fancy stuff. Fancy! It's like all this
fancy.
Huh?
Fancy smancy.
Well, it ain't really fancy. This is like old technology. But once we get all this, it'll be all good stuff, and then we work our way on up. Gonna be my parts truck. Yeah, dang. I would say we got plenty of grip for burnouts, but we don't want back here to grip that much. I actually found a line lock for this, so that way I can lock, you know, just do sweet old Bernie's. I can say sweet old Bernie's. Hand me that socket there with the extension. Get up on there. Yeah. Daggone, somebody blowing up my phone. Sorry about the extended warranty on this truck here.
That's long gone.
I
said that's long gone.
I was like, yeah. Like, it's missing wheels and a rear end on it.
They don't even have a gas tank on it.
Yeah, like, extended warranty, somebody stole my gas tank. Does it cover theft? I'll have to crank these down. Pretty sure my impact's died.
Was that the shoe box my shoes came in?
With that? Yeah.
Oh, I just seen the black box and it opened like my... I wouldn't doubt it.
It's a shoe box that my first gen shoes came in.
I wouldn't put it past you to take my shoe boxes.
Why would I get a shoe box and bring it to the garage?
To carry all your junk in.
Tell you what, back when I was a kid in kindergarten, like it's crazy I can still remember this. We had to bring in shoe boxes to decorate them for Valentine's Day. Somebody in daggone class stole my shoe box.
The decorated shoe box or just the shoe box?
Just the plain shoe box.
Well, they didn't have one.
And then the person who stole it swore up and down it was them. There. My dad got all like ticked off. He went down there. He's like, no, that's much his. He's like, but I'll bring in a shoe box if the kid's got to steal a shoe box. It's terrible. But now, whoops.
I wonder if they still remember that.
I don't know. He turned out to be one of my best friends through high school.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Then everybody gets old and everybody goes their own ways. Turns into douches. Like Chris over there. Alright. Got that on. I gotta tighten it up. I gotta find my tightener, but I can't really tighten it while he's over there doing that. These are the actual smaller lug nuts I had to get. Same thread, but I had to get a smaller lug nut because...
Well,
golly,
10 years later.
Run out of, like, room there. I had to get these smaller ones because you can actually see where I scratched the rim.
Oh, not the rim.
Yeah, it's like when I first did it, I was so ticked off because I just got it. I went and bought like 3 or 4 different like lug nut sockets, and the lug nut was too wide. I just needed a special, so I got this.
That's always bad thing about like black rims. Every little scratch and ding it shows.
Well, it'd be all right. Like my American off-road rims, they have a cover it goes over. So like your cover covers your whole lug nut area. But these, they're just out there in the open. But it's all right. I'll paint them. We'll get them powder coated one day. Like I mean, it's like that's the least of my worries right now.
Right.
Alright, well, once he gets that done, we'll throw the wheels on and let her down. How's it going over there? He's like shot on camera.
I know how he feels. I was at first too.
Like, you don't know how it is when you're out in public, like holding up a camera and people are watching you, like, what's that guy doing? But then, could you imagine being like, say, The Rock? Or Vin Diesel, or just anybody like out
in front of a green screen.
Like, yeah, but like or like in Times Square, like got shot, and people are just like watching. Or I seen one where like Will Smith was he had like a dog. Anyways, he's walking through New York and had like a dog, and literally it was some guy in a green suit like on all fours following him. Like, how tough can you feel with, so...
Think about how the person in the green suit felt.
Yeah. It's like...
Cool.
Play a dog in a movie. But I mean, it's like you don't even get to see yourself like, yep, that's me. I just shared.
When I was in high school, that was like the whole Twilight. It's like nothing but green screen and special effects.
What, Twilight?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I never watched it.
I watched it when I was in high school.
No, it's like every girl at high school like watched. That was like the thing at that time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, as soon as he gets that over there done, we're gonna slap the wheelies on. All right, so it's the next day. Let my impact charge a little bit because it was dying on me. Going to zap these spacers on and put the wheels on. The shocks, I've got to clean up the shocks right there just a little bit because when I powder coat them, you can actually buy like powder coated tape. It's like real heat resistant. I didn't have any of that, so I'm just going to clean those off. So I put the bolts on. We got to grind the little U-bolts right there off. And then we can sit it down on its actual wheels and everything like that. It's going to be the first time in months. Next thing is, I've got a piece of wood over there, and I've got where my cup is sitting. the little bed mounts. What we'll do is I'll run 2 pieces of wood across there, and that should be wide enough so I can put the fuel cell, just mount it on there, and that will give me enough so I can run there. I'm going to run the wires to a toggle switch in the cab so I can just flick it on for now. I do plan on running a toggle switch fuel for the fuel cell anyways. I'm going to do like a nice little fuel panel, switch panel. Lord have mercy. Switch panel inside and everything, so I can just flip it on, and then when I start it or whatever like that. But we're going to do that, and I'm hopefully going to run the fuel lines, and the plan is to start it today. It hasn't been started in a long time. I need to put my battery charger or my jumper box on, but that's my goal, to get it started today. It might be a far-fetched goal because it's already about 3 o'clock. We had, I don't know if you could actually see it, but had some holes dug in the yard. Oh yeah, we our big project is in the works now, so hopefully all that goes good. If you don't know what that is, if you ever heard of I always call it a purge test, but it's a perk test, and everything. So we go tomorrow and get some permits and everything, and we're gonna have some stuff put in, so it's gonna be awesome. But anyways, that's a whole nother vlog. Katie's vlogging out on her channel, so she's gonna start doing that again eventually. So make sure to head over to Pink Owl's channel and check it out. But let's go ahead and throw some wheels on and get this sucker on the ground. Put a little bit more juice in this bad boy. It's got about 4 more ugga duggas in it, you know? So I gotta take that wheel off, because it was running down, and I was like, oh, it should be fine, but I'm gonna double check. So I'm gonna pull that wheel off, tighten up the spacer, and then we'll put our wheel back on. Oh yeah, can't wait. Alright, so it's sitting on its own. The shock still ain't bolted on or anything. Get ready to do that. I'm going to take my grinder and grind off the bad part of the exhaust. All of it's bad, but at least we will have a hanger. And I'm going to put a bolt there, temporary, holding the exhaust up, so we do have some kind of exhaust. But it's on its own. Yes, it's going to look real good once we replace the old differential color cover. If you don't know, I have a purple one that we powder coat and stuff to match, so it's gonna look good. Alright, so I've got my my fuel cell and everything. Basically what I'm gonna do is we'll take this, hopefully it's long enough. Yeah, it should be. Go across these two, and that should be wide enough so the fuel cell can actually just sit on here for now, and we can do that. I got some bolts I'm going to put through here, there, to hold that down, and it's just a temporary fix until we actually put the bed in, because when we put the bed in, I have to drill holes through it to run the fuel lines and stuff, and I got braided fuel lines. I think I only got 25 foot. So I'm hoping that's enough to run there and back, and I'm hoping the fittings actually fit all that too. So we shall see. I'll measure this, then we'll cut it, and then drill some holes and get the fuel cell out. I've had the fuel cell before I even took the bed off, and that was like, what was that, this time last year?
Ish.
Yeah, so I'm going to do that. And yet again, it is getting hot in here. Here you go. It's all pink for you.
Trying you.
If it don't fit, you marked it.
Well, you didn't go far enough.
Did it not? Hey, I put the hole where you put the mark.
Well, clearly it's not right.
What'd you do?
I didn't do nothing.
That's why we can't have anything nice. How far is it off?
About half.
Mine fits.
We'll take yours out and I guarantee this one will too.
No. Yours is it marked on the end?
What do you mean it's marked on the end?
What's this one off for? What'd you do?
I didn't do nothing.
Good grief. Okay, so I never did touch anything and it lines up. So I don't know what happened. But I'm telling you, everything. Hang on one second. Everything I do to this truck, it literally fights me. Like, it's no lie. Like, isn't it? Like, I don't know. Like, everything I absolutely do to this truck has...
Parts will order is not right. They don't fit.
Yeah. When they're supposed to fit.
Pieces go missing. Can't find them.
That might be a little my fault, but literally some things like...
Well, I'll say it's not entirely your fault.
Yeah. I'm telling you, like, something about this truck. Like, it just, I don't know. But we got this. I'm gonna cut the other one, mark it, and yeah. Alright, so, couple things. First thing is, I think we can put that below this. That should be alright. Just came up with that. Hopefully, then we can mount where we want the fuel cell. Second of all, this is their fuel cell. I think it's like, I don't know how many gallons you think that is. Or like,
You're the one that ordered it?
yeah, I think it's like 10, 15, or 20. It's a good size.
That's a big difference. 10, 15, 20.
Probably 15 to 20, because if you think of a 5-gallon gas can, so it's probably, I don't know, it might be a 10. Anyways, I ordered these fittings and stuff, and I didn't even pay attention. I ordered these a long time ago, along with the fuel cell. But with this, it has a pump inside of the fuel cell. If it ain't good enough, then we'll do an inline pump, you know, electrical inline, and don't have to worry about it, because the tank actually had a fuel pump, but we're not using the tank, so we don't have a pump. So that's kind of why I got this. This actually comes, you can do it up here or down here, which I don't know where you really want up here for. I don't know. But we're going to be, of course, doing it here, and we're going to have it sloped that way, so when we get on it, woo, let the Eagles fly. With this little V6 in it right now, the fuel will be going toward the back where it's coming out. But 3/4, 1 inch. So that's a pretty good size difference. I'm pretty sure I can go to Advance and get like an 1 to 3/4 adapter so we can actually adapt. I'm hoping 25, I think it's 25 feet that I ordered. No, it's 10 foot. I might have to get some more. I think Advance probably sells the braided hose anyways. It ain't the metal braided. But anyways, got 10 foot of that. I think that I ordered, it's a 1/2 inch hose. The only reason I did that is because after I get everything on there and we put a bigger motor in it, I didn't want to have to run new fuel lines. And 1/2 inch is like, I think it was rated up to like 500 to 800 horsepower. If we could put like 500 to 800 horsepower in this thing, at least 800, this thing is going to freaking scream. But anyways, I got to get an adapter for that, so that kind of halts doing the fuel cell today because I don't feel like going to get it. But since we do have everything ready, I'm going to go ahead and cut the exhaust, and we're going to mount the shocks. I got to take a wire brush to the the shock mounts, and cut the U-bolts. That way back here is completely done, ready to go. I still got to run my brake line stuff, and I need to see about the cylinder if there's 2 slots, one for the front and one from the rear. But the good thing is, if I decide to replace the reservoir and stuff, I found them online for like 40 bucks. I think that's actually from Auto or Advance. So if it is kind of old, crusty looking, we'll just throw a new one on there, no problem with that. So we really ain't got to worry. So I'm gonna pop the hood and everything, check that out. But other than that, I guess we're not going to hear it start today. I said that was my goal, and the goal is done. But I gotta go out tomorrow, so I'll stop and get some more hose and everything. This thing ain't been open probably months and months and months. Alright, so basically we got 2 blocks. It's like a distribution. You know it's hot in here. We got 2 blocks down there. Like, I don't understand this. Like, I don't know if it was like replaced or whatever, and they're like, screw it, we're not gonna cut it or what. But
I feel like somebody used to be a moonshiner.
yeah, we got a lot of stuff we got to clean up in here. I want to replace the motor. That's my whole goal. Is like I want a V8 in it. I like to put, like, I know Holly makes a 3rd gen Hemi swap kit, and I love to put a 6.4 in it. It's like my dream to put a 6.4 Hemi in here. Then twin turbo later. Anyways, we got a block down there, so this is probably good, to be honest. But I'm probably going to run all new lines because I just don't like how it looks. We got the block down there. It looks like probably one goes to this wheel and another one goes to the other wheel. That's going to have to be replaced. But I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, you have a front and rear. So if we do, it'd be easy, because what we'll do is I'll replace both of these. Down at the block, we'll run our new copper one all the way down the frame. And won't worry about the front right now, because the front, I'm pretty sure the front had a blow. It was blown anyways when I did it. And that's where it was leaking at. It wasn't the back. But between that and fuel line and leaking fuel and stuff, it was like a disaster. But yeah, in this right here, my dad loved some backyard engineering. So he hooked the compressor up to the horn on the top of the truck. So basically made his own compressor, because he didn't have the air conditioning didn't work. So whenever, you know, the truck was running and everything, you could honk a horn. Like coming up a hill, that thing would be like loud as crap, you know, because it was on a strain and everything. But we'll probably, I don't know if I'm going to get rid of the horn or not. Like, I feel like it's kind of part of the truck, but then it's kind of not part of, like, it's not really my style, you know. What I'm talking about is that. Plus, it's kind of messing up the interior. So, we'll probably end up, like, get rid of all that. But first thing is, we're going to remove all this right here and probably put new brake line stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and do the back, and we'll get to this another day. But we are starting on this. It's like I've got so much to do. I'm just running back and forth from, like, I need to do this, I need to do that.
And we get nowhere.
Yeah, we're going around in circles. So I want to do back here what I said I was going to do. Uh-oh. The boss is here. And the other boss. Alright, so Get to work. I'm getting to work.
No, I'm right there.
I know. We're waiting for parts for the power wheels to come in. All right, so got the shocks mounted and got the leaf springs up there. Cut the U-bolts. All that's done. I've been basically working. I haven't turned on the camera that much. But so what I did was I come up here because this is going to be our next thing is doing the brakes and stuff. This is good, but I don't know if I want to replace it because for $30 or $42 I can replace it. So I don't know. We might wait until later on. But I did get. It had a bunch of different couplings and stuff, and of course I did buy new line. Basically, line we made the the brake lines for the rear. Luckily, the pack had one of these in it, and that was a little bit tight. But that one and that one's actually different sizes. Cool thing. But I had this, and then took this part down here. So I'm going to try to get this one off, and this one. I got to find out which one goes to the rear because I don't want to leave it off and get dirt in it. But I am going to go ahead and make some lines, better looking lines than what I had on it to go down to there. And then we can run the brake lines when we're ready. But I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I know Far From Stock actually makes like brake line and like wired, or yeah, for like wires and stuff. It actually goes on your frame and it just clips in and stuff. It's like an organizer. It looks really good. So I might end up getting one of those. Probably a couple of them actually. So I don't know yet. But we do have to run the brake line to the back, bleed it and everything. But right now we're just working on it here. But yeah, we're moving along. We're making some progress. So I'll pick up the camera every now and then and give a little update and show some stuff. But right now, it's hot in here, but it's bearable. And I'm just going to town because things are actually working. Making some Harry Potter wines. Wands up here. Alright, so we got some copper brake line. And we basically both of these are about the same. Oh! Stab myself. Both of these are about the same. I think what I'm gonna do is we'll come out and do kind of like a Z or something. Something clean and everything. I feel like the other brake line was probably put on because one blowed or something. There was another one, but sorry, there's a Georgia behind the camera. She's like watching me and the camera. Like, is that him? Anyways, his truck's not really rusty at all. It's just, I mean, all that came loose, not broken or anything. On the Super Ramp, Lord, that's a whole different story. This truck's actually not that rusty because it's really not seen a lot of salt. And now, since it's my possession, it will always be in the garage. Broke down, just kidding, but at least, you know. But, got these. I'm going to bend them where I need to, and we'll put them in there. I got the little flaring tool. This is actually a pretty good little setup. I bought it from my Harbor Freight. And of course, we should have enough to go from here all the way back, and then it goes to rubber lining on the rear end. And I don't know if I have to replace the rear end because it looked like I pinched it, but I don't know if it actually leaks. But we're getting there. All right, so we got new lines. Yeah, looks a little better. Should have made that one a little bit longer so I could do a cleaner bend and stuff. Eventually, I might redo that one. But we got that. And then we are going to quit for a night because it's hot, and we're going to kick back and relax for the rest of the day because it's been one of those days. But hopefully tomorrow I'm going to come back out and try to get the fuel cell and stuff hooked up. But we're making progress. Like literally just today, I worked on it, of course, last night and everything. But we got everything back together and basically almost ready to run. So we just need a little kick in the pants to do it. But if you didn't know, because a lot of people always ask, is that a Cummins? Is that a V8? This is actually a V6, unfortunately. I wish it was a V8 or a Cummins, especially a Cummins. but it's actually a V6 and it's like a 3.9. But I think it's either a 3-speed or 4-speed. So literally, we had, I think it was a 350 gallon barrel, 375 a water barrel, and we used to haul. And my 5.9 in the Super Ram has 5.9 Magnum V8. This truck here would actually pull it better than that truck because of the gearing on and stuff. I mean, this truck would like just kick in and just rock and roll. So it does have a little bit of ump to it, but not that much. So we are planning, like I said, I would love to put a 6.4 Hemi in it, and they make a kit. Basically, it's drop down, ready to go, exhaust, everything they have a kit for. So basically, we just have to gut it and put theirs in. It's all plug and play. So eventually, that's what I want to do. But as of right now, I just want to get it going. I plan on this is going to be like kind of my daily and like parts getter truck. I can't wait though. But I'm going to go ahead and finish tightening everything up, and we're calling it a day. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like that. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you punch the subscribe button. Also, if you aren't following me on Instagram, follow me at gsparks11. If you have any projects that you are working on, even if it's a mud mower, like I'm really into mud mowers like that for some reason, or power wheels or anything, make sure to tag me on Instagram so I can check out your projects that you're doing. Anyways, guys, make sure you head over to ghostworkshop.com, pick up your hat, because all proceeds from the website goes to helping me fix all my crap. And as you see, I have lots of crap. Anyways, see you later. Oh, woo! Mary. Where's my ring?